Hi there, this is Dr. Anna Maria Helt, herbalist and microbiologist here with Basmati.com, and my apologies, Milo is not here this week, so you're stuck with just me. This week I'm going to talk about a mushroom, and specifically I'm talking about reishi. Ganoderma lucidum is its botanical name, and Ling Zhi is its pinyin name. And so this mushroom, in terms of its medicinal uses, originated in Asia, and it's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for a very long time. And in fact, it's so valued a tonic that it was called mushroom of immortality and 10,000 year mushroom. And this reflects the fact that this mushroom has been used traditionally for things like longevity. And it is indeed one of the supreme tonics in Chinese medicine. But now it's not just royalty who has access to reishi. All of us can use it thanks to the people who learned how to cultivate it. You can even grow your own, but you need to be patient, because by the time the mushroom grows, or what we call the mushroom is actually technically the fruiting body used for reproduction, it can take a year or two. But luckily you can find it online easily from trusted sources that are producing reishi mushroom organically. Now, this is not an edible mushroom per se, meaning that it's hard as wood, and so it's not something you can really chew on, although you can make a broth out of it and use that or make a tea out of it and use that for things like broths and sauces and such. But in terms of how it's used, it has a huge variety of uses. So this is a great botanical, as it were, for the liver, really good for liver health and protecting the liver from damage. The liver has to deal with pretty much everything that comes into our body and either metabolize it or detoxify it, move it along. And so the liver can sustain damage in doing that job. And so reishi is something that can help protect the liver so that it is healthy and can do its job better. Reishi has a similar effect on the kidneys that also have a really important filtering job in the body. And so reishi is a great kidney protective mushroom as well. And it's really neat. I wish I had a whole reishi to show you, but it kind of looks like a kidney when you look at it from the top down. And if you want to geek out on reishi images, if you go online and look up some of the centuries-old Taoist art, you'll see these floofy, swirly clouds that represent reishi. You'll even see the mushroom itself directly represented in the painting. Sometimes it's kind of stuck in there as a flower. And so look up some of those old paintings online and drawings and look for this kind of swirly little motif. And there are articles actually online about this too, so you can see what I'm talking about if you have no idea. Reishi is also great for the heart, not only for protecting the heart itself and helping to lower blood pressure and things like that, but also for the spiritual heart, or the shen, as they call it in Chinese medicine, which is kind of a conglomeration of all of our spirits in that tradition, and is related to some extent to our emotions and such. But it is a lovely heart herb, or I guess it's not really an herb, but mushroom, for people that are dealing with things like heartbreak and such. But on a physical level, it's really great for heart health. Now, also good for blood vessel health, and so reishi is known to help keep blood vessels pliable but strong. It's also a great tonic for the immune system, and so reishi can be really useful for people who have weak immunity and who have a tendency to get sick, to catch colds and flus and such. Now, you don't want to actually use reishi while you actually have a cold or a flu. In Chinese tradition, that can actually drive that pathogenic factor deeper into the body. And I've seen this happen in a client who was using reishi mushroom while he had the flu. And so, but you can use it in between being sick, in between colds and flus and such, to build the strength of your immune system up. But that said, it's not just immune strengthening, it's more technically immune modulating. And what that means is it can strengthen the immune system, but it can also help balance proper immune system function. So for instance, allergies, where your immune system is going a little haywire in response to things like pollen or cat hair or what have you, Reishi actually has antihistamine effects, and so it is something I commonly use in formulas to support the health of clients that are dealing with allergies. And it's best to start using it ahead of time for that, rather than just waiting until you start sneezing. Although if you do put it off and not use it until you start sneezing, it should still be helpful. And then one other thing I want to mention is that reishi is a great digestive bitter tonic. And so it does, among its other tastes, have a bitter flavor. And things that taste bitter work through our taste receptors in the tongue and the nervous system and the hormonal system in our digestive tract to increase secretion of our digestive enzymes and such, to help increase secretion of bile by the liver, all of which helps us better break down our foods and absorb our nutrients. So it's a great digestive tonic. And you can see why reishi has been considered a supreme tonic, because it actually hits on multiple body systems. And I've only touched the tip of the iceberg here for what it does. Now, you can use this as a tea. Traditionally, it's simmered for quite a long time. I generally simmer it for maybe a half an hour out to an hour or so. And again, you can use that tea as broths and for sauces, or just drink it as is. You can get it commercially as a liquid extract or a tincture, but I really prefer it, rather than as just a straight alcohol extract, as a blend, a double extract of the tea as well as the tincture. So blending them together in what's called a double extract. And you can learn about these different preparations on basmati.com, where I have articles about them. Reishi is also available as capsules, but be choosy as to brand, so that you know you're not getting powdered extracts that are really, really old. Reishi can be used as a powder. Again, you don't want that powder to be more than a few months old, and it does need to be heated. It needs to be heat activated so that your body can actually access the medicine inside the mushroom. And so with that, I'm going to wrap this up and wish you good health. Until next time.